But yeah, it was a great other than like the Chargers game last night, it was a good weekend of football. Like the Bears comeback was crazy.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
They were down like 21-3 at the half and then just
Yeah.
scored like 20. It was ridiculous. All right, we should be live. Yep.
Nice.
Dude, it's crazy that Astrobot video that I made like a couple years ago. It's like almost at 50,000 views. It's like insanely popular.
On TikTok or
No, on my channel. I just I was just like, hey, Astrobot's a must play 3D platformer, blah blah blah. And I was just talking about it.
is it really?
Yeah.
Let me get a look. Type in Harrison Putnam Astrobot.
Yeah, 43,000. It's crazy.
Damn. Did it just recently start popping off?
Yeah, in September of last year. It was like around. I mean, it got up to like 500 views, just kind of as it went along, and then
Yeah,
about October, it like skyrocketed, and then as of January, it's like it's gone straight up on the analytics scale. It's
wow,
crazy.
that's awesome. So I was just watching the video. Oh yeah.
Should be. Yep.
All right. You said we're live?
Yeah, we are live.
Okay. I'm gonna get the tweet out.
Okay. The tweet.
Your
do y'all have any plans this Saturday?
I don't think so.
Okay. I might come up there like sometime during the afternoon and bring Brittany up.
Nice. Brittany's been texting me every day.
Yeah.
Asking for pictures. Pierce, your dad is disappointing me. He hasn't sent me any pictures of you today. Pierce must be sleeping because I haven't seen any pictures. Wake up, Pierce. It's time for your afternoon pictures to Brittany. Yeah, that sounds good. All right, tweet is out.
Cool.
There you go.
All right. I'll get it started. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gaming with the Bros Cast, episode 293. My name is Harrison. I am joined by my brother Nick, as always. Nick, how you doing, buddy?
What's up? Doing great on this freaking glorious Monday.
Just the glorious of Mondays.
Glorious. I was gonna say it's the first Monday in 2026, but that's so wrong. We've already had a podcast in 2026.
We did, yeah.
Man,
I mean, when you're a father to a newborn, I mean, time just kind of it exists. You're like on a different level of like the timeline right now. You're just kind of weaving in and out.
Alicia and I keep joking that we're sharing one singular brain cell.
Yeah,
we're just trading off that brain cell between the two of us.
Yeah, that's
how it feels.
Yeah,
like my
brain collective hive mind over there.
Seriously. It's like the show Pluribus right now, just all one hive mind.
I need to watch that show. Is that on Apple TV?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, you got to get Apple TV.
I know. I need to watch that. I need to watch Severance.
Incredible. Yeah. Shrinking, Severance, Pluribus, Silo.
Yeah. Heard it's like the place to be. So, have you watched any of Fallout?
No.
I think I watched 2 episodes and I kind of forgot about it. Not that they were like bad or anything, but because I heard the season was like even better than the first season. I just yeah
I don't know why I haven't. Maybe
yeah
because it's just episodic right now and I can't like think about an episodic show, but
yeah. I mean, I think it's at least 5 episodes out right now.
okay.
So I don't know. But yeah,
Nice.
we got a good show for you guys. We're gonna be talking about the Xbox Developer Direct that got announced for January 22nd. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. Maybe give us some predictions or
Yeah.
and like our thoughts on that. Um, but Nick, before we dive into what we've been playing, how was your week been?
It was good. I mean, life with a 2-month-old has been pretty awesome, but I did go on Saturday, went and played some golf with one of my friends and a bunch of his friends at, this place in this course in Pinehurst.
Yeah.
So played a full 18 rounds or 18 holes. I think I shot like 119. It was just terrible. Just absolutely terrible. But had a lot of fun. I had some really great shots, but just man, couldn't get the putting down. I
Hmm.
was 3-putting like crazy. I had one
Normally in your putting game, pretty. I mean, we grew up with putt. So I mean,
something about it, man. It's just different on the
on
golf
the golf
course than it
course.
is
Yeah.
on the putting like putt course.
Yeah.
But I had one birdie opportunity. I had
Okay.
a stellar drive, had a great follow-up shot, landed on the green. I was like, "Man, this could be it." And then I ended up with the double bogey.
Oh my
It's like,
God.
"Come on."
You did the opposite of locking in.
I completely locked myself out.
Oh
And that
no.
was kind of the story of the day. Like,
Yeah.
I would hit okay drives, okay fairway shots, and then once I got close to the green, that one brain cell just went straight back across the state to Alicia. Just
Yeah.
disappeared from my body. But it was a
Oh
lot of
well.
fun.
What can you do?
Yeah, and the weather was really nice for being in the middle of January. Like, it was, like, 65 degrees.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's been like pretty nice like the last few days.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's been great.
yeah, North Carolina weather is just literally. I mean, we joke about it, but it's literally all over the place. Like it's
It's
40
so
one
great.
day and then 70 the next day, sunny and 70. Like it's insane.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's a good weekend. How about you?
Good. It was good, man. We talked about before the show started, but my Panthers, the 8-9 Panthers fell backwards into the playoffs, and it was a home game because we won our division, which is a lot of people are on the internet are well, this is bullshit. They need to rewrite the rules for division titles and stuff like that, and then who gets a home game. And I don't necessarily disagree. Like, did we deserve to have home field advantage in the playoffs? No, but it is what it is. And I did not expect to win to beat the Rams, although we did beat them a few weeks ago when I was at the game. But I thought we had a good chance, and I think we definitely played pretty darn well. I mean, I think the score ended up being 34-31. So really, really close game. I don't think anybody saw that coming. So although we lost and we're out, and it sucks not being able to see them play, I think we got something going, and I think we can kind of build on the momentum
Hell yeah.
season. So super exciting to see them, and then just the weekend in general for football was really great. I mean, all the games except for like the Chargers and the Patriots game, pretty boring. Like, I don't know. Maybe this is a hot take, but I don't think Justin Herbert is that good of a quarterback. I think he's a little bit overrated. I know his O-line kind of sucked, but I don't know. I think elite quarterbacks can do something special even when their O-line is trash,
Mhm.
and he just couldn't get it done.
Well,
Someone like Joe
okay.
Burrow, like his O-line is notoriously bad, but he can still put up a lot of points. It's just his defense also is trash as well. So it's it's hard. So yeah, it was good. It was a good weekend for football, and yeah. So yeah, let's dive into what we've been playing.
Nice. Well, I have been playing one game and one game only, and that is Fire Emblem Path of Radiance on
Yeah.
GameCube NSO. It finally arrived. I know it was announced back when GameCube NSO was announced as one of the games that was coming. I was like, every month, I was like, when is this freaking game gonna
Just out of
release?
nowhere. like
Yeah,
Shadow
out of
Drop,
nowhere, like,
essentially.
wasn't even announced by Nintendo of America, it was announced through their Japan account, so, like, I didn't know about it until I went on Reddit and saw that, "Oh,
It's
it's
available.
out on NSO," and then finally today, Nintendo posted about it, but,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, I've been playing this for, like really for the first time. I tried it a few years ago on, I think my on, like, an emulator or something on my laptop, and it
So
was
you
running my
never played
track.
this game?
No, not much. I
Wow.
think I've played
Okay.
Radiant Dawn a good bit, but not Path of Radiance, which obviously is revered as one of the best Fire Emblem games, and, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I kinda feel ashamed that I haven't played it having such a love for this whole franchise.
Yeah. Well, now you
But
can.
yeah,
Yeah, this one was, like, kind of a crazy drop, and this is, like, so Nintendo to do this, like, this game is, like, $200+, like, if you try to go to, like, a retro store or something.
yeah,
So, like, the fact that it's now available, on NSO is a pretty big deal, I think, for the Fire Emblem community and just people that never played that game in general because, yeah, it's just so expensive on the secondary market. So, super cool that they brought it, and you gotta love a good shadow drop. I know it's
oh, yeah,
not a new game, but still, it's always cool when developers do that. Super awesome.
yeah, really exciting, and I think I'm, like, 8 chapters in, having a lot of fun with it, loving the story. I love how it's just I don't have you played Path of Radiance? I don't think you
No,
have, right?
no.
Okay, well,
Mm-mm.
it's most
Is it
Fire Emblem
Ike?
games. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
most Fire Emblem games focus on, like, a lord that's, a part of this, like, lineage of kings and queens, right? This one is focused on just a band of mercenaries, so it's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
got a
cool.
more, like, very close feel to it, kinda more down to earth, feel in comparison to the other Fire Emblem games.
Huh,
Uh,
okay.
so it's
Try it.
kinda, like, scrappy in that way, and, like, you're kind of caught in between this war between 2 kingdoms, which is very classic Fire Emblem, but, um, yeah, I've been loving it so far.
Sweet. I'll
It
have to give it a
feels a
shot.
bit dated, in comparison with obviously the newer Fire Emblem games where you can, fast forward the enemy turn, you can kind of go through things a bit quicker,
Yeah.
um, whereas in Path of Radiance, obviously there's no fast forwarding.
Is there not like since it's like the emulated game, is there not like a way to skip ahead?
I think that's I don't think so. I don't think there's a way to, like, speed up the clock.
Okay, okay.
You can, like, rewind or you can have save states at
Yeah,
least, but yeah, as far as I know, there's no way to speed up the time
okay.
or speed up the gameplay in any way. Um, so I mean, that's really the only drawback to this game, I think. Visually visually it looks okay, it's not
I was just
doing
about to
anything
ask how it
crazy.
looks visually.
It looks alright. I think that was one of my turnoffs back when this game released, 'cause I think it came out when I was maybe 9 or 10, and I was really into the Game Boy Advance Fire
Yeah.
Emblem.
It's so hard to go from how awesome and, like, those games look back then, the pixelated kind of art style,
Yeah.
and then going to, like, the 3D. It's for that type of game, it always feels right, I think, handheld versus just on a TV, you know?
Yeah, like, that pixel art on like, with Fire Emblem and Sacred Stones, like, that is just an unbeatable art style, and when they released, the DS game, Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon,
Yeah.
and they kind of changed the art style to this, like, wonky ass 3D. I was so disappointed because it just looked so terrible in comparison with the GBA games. I think
Yeah.
we're at a point now, like, with Engage like, with the 2023 release with Engage, the the art style there and the combat animations are starting to feel like they did in the GBA games, like, I feel
Yeah.
like the technology is starting to catch up a little bit where things feel flashy like they did, but, yeah, Path of Radiance, like, it's super bare bones. It's like, "Oh, man walks up, swings sword, that's it," and the critical animations are just not really anything
Yeah. Can
crazy.
you turn off, like, the cutscenes like you normally can?
Yeah, you can turn off,
Okay.
like,
Okay.
the battle animations, so
Okay.
there's
That's
that in order to speed up the
'cause that
gameplay,
was
but
in, like, the Sacred Stone, right? Like, that was pretty early.
yeah, you can turn it off, like,
Yeah.
with the first, um, GBA Fire Emblem.
Okay. Yeah. I thought it was in those games.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I need to try it out.
I think you'd like it. Well, actually, I don't know if you'd like it because you've tried so many Fire Emblems and just have not clicked with
Yeah.
one of them.
No.
I thought Three Houses would be the one that you clicked with, but
I never tried Three Houses.
you gotta try Three Houses. If you love a calendar system, Metaphor,
yeah,
you might like.
I think I just
Three
know that
Houses.
that game is so long. Also, that it's like
It's not that long.
do I want to dedicate?
It's like 30 hours for one route.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I need to boot up the GameCube, anyways, and just kind of try it out again.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Cool. I finished up Star Wars Outlaws. I finished the main story mode.
Nice.
I kind of got to the point where I was kind of overdoing like the faction stuff and just was like it's really when like the story started to pick up, because you're the whole point of the game. I don't know if I explained it last time, but you're building this squad, and you're gonna go break into a vault and get like the score of a lifetime, and then you can retire and not have to worry about anything else. So you're kind of gathering these people that specialize in like bombs and like gunner and whatever the case is. So the story started to get really interesting. There's even like a point where, and I can't remember if I said this last week or not, but there's a game called like Sabacc in the game. It's like a card game. Always love a good video game where and Sabacc is not like new. It's been in Star Wars for a long time, but always love a good video game when they throw in like those like Witcher Gwent and stuff like that. Like so much fun. And like once I got like I started to understand Sabacc, like it's a lot of fun. Like you can cheat, like you can draw double cards, and like there's like a little mini game you can play. If you get caught, then you either lose or they'll catch on to you or whatever. You can send your little person, your little creature, to like go and like spy on people's like hands and see what they have. Awesome. So it's really cool. And then there's a whole mission where you're on this ship that pretty much stays in hyperspace because they're running like the Sabacc tournament. They don't want anybody messing with them. So it was a really cool, like you have to find the ship, get an invitation onto the ship, and then you get on there and they're like, oh, we're in hyperspace. And then that's when the tournament starts. Wow. And there's and during that tournament, you're trying to knock out other players by you take your you'll take a card and you'll give it to your little creature, and then he'll run and slide it in like underneath their table or under a chair or something, and then you're like, oh, they're cheating. So really cool stuff, and that's really where I think the game, like the story, started to pick up for me. And I wanted to see it to the end, but yeah, really enjoyed the story. There's some DLC that I think there's specifically one DLC that is Sabacc related. So I think I definitely want to check that out. But I did put that down for now. And then I jumped into Little Nightmares. I did finish that game as well. It's a super short game. Definitely probably under 5 hours. But yeah, I mean, it's Little Nightmares. Like I don't think it's as good as 2. Obviously, it's a different developer. It's super massive games. Not quite as good as 2. I think it scored like 71. I think I would score it a little bit higher. Definitely like maybe like mid 70s. The problem with these games is they're very cool, and like how they do like the kind of the dollhouse effect where like there's perspective. Like it's mainly a 2D game, but you can kind of go in and out in 3D. And where it gets a little bit frustrating in these types of games specifically is when you're trying to run across like a bridge, or like when you're in like the scaffolding or something like that. You're trying to run across this beam, and the perspective isn't quite there for you to see it, and you're constantly falling off.
Okay.
Which sometimes they lock it to you, and once you get onto the beam or the plank or whatever, you can't fall off. But getting onto it sometimes is a little bit frustrating, and especially when you're more often than not, you're being chased by some sort of enemy or creature. And when at some point you'll have to, not every single time in the game, but there'll be times where you have to like get onto a platform or something and you fall off because you just can't see. and it's hard to tell with the perspective. But that being said, like you die, you're instantaneously back. Like there's really no loading, so that's good. This game it was meant for co-op, and it's one of those things where you, for whatever reason, you can't do co-op on the same system, which is a little bit frustrating. There is like the friend pass that you can do, like It Takes Two, the way they do that, so you don't have to have 2 copies. But that being said, like the AI is fine. Like it's not, you just control 1 character versus having to control 2, which is very nice.
Okay.
And the AI is pretty good. Like if there's like a call mechanic, so if you need them to come over and hoist you up to another platform, like it's pretty intuitive about doing that. So yeah, I mean, and it's just one of those games as well, like you're gonna die a few times before you have to figure out where to go, because sometimes like the camera doesn't quite catch up to you, and you're running around corridors and going in and out of like the depths of the perspective. So there's times where I will run out of room, and then like I'm still going right, and then I was supposed to go up, and right is like where like the floor is destroyed and you fall down and it's like there's really no way of me knowing that. And again, it's not, so that could be a little bit frustrating, but it's not overly frustrating because like all the checkpoints are pretty easy. Like if you're in a chase scene, it'll put you right just outside of that particular chase scene. So all in all, I think if you enjoy the Little Nightmares games, I think this one is a lot of fun. I know there is some DLC coming out this year. Yeah, it's cool.
Nice. I don't remember that perspective problem with Little Nightmares 1 or 2. Is that something that's new to 3?
No, I definitely remember having like some issues where like I'm trying to get onto like a plank or something, and I just fall off because it's hard to see.
Like what? Yeah,
it's hard.
Okay.
Maybe it was just me. Maybe it's just my eyes. I'm not playing it in handheld, so I feel like I did play it in handheld to be a little bit easier to see the where I'm at in the screen. But yeah, playing on like the big screen and kind of sitting back, 7 or 8 feet, like it gets a little bit hard to see that depth. But yeah, minor gripe. Other than that, like I really enjoyed it. It's Little Nightmares.
I mean, I'm excited for Reanimal, which is coming out next month, and it is coming to Switch too. Yeah, I did confirm that. Yeah, that's from the original creators of Little Nightmares. So
yeah, I don't know why. I'm not sure what happened with like that relationship with Bandai.
They got purchased, I think.
Oh, they did get purchased. Okay.
Shoot, not Tencent, but it was another big conglomeration that purchased the company, or purchased the rights. Real quick on Outlaws, did you play that mostly docked, or did you play it handheld? Any?
I didn't play any of it docked. I'm not. No. I played it all docked. Sorry. I'm not the biggest handheld guy anymore. Like I will occasionally, like if I'm watching TV, like I'll play on my Switch or something. But especially like the big 3D games like Outlaws or whatever, whatever I'm playing, I prefer to be being handheld or docked. Like Cyberpunk, definitely docked. I did play a lot of DK Bonanza handheld because that ran pretty good, pretty solid handheld. Like even like Hades 2, like I played majority of that docked.
Dang,
it just kind of depends. It depends on the mood I'm in or whatever. But yeah.
Oh, and I forgot to put it on here, but I played like an hour and a half of the Dragon Quest VII Reimagined.
Oh my gosh! Demo. Yes, I finished that demo.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, it's about 4 hours, I think.
Jesus, 4 hours?
Yeah, 3.5, 4 hours maybe.
That's incredible. Yeah. I'm really excited to play more.
Dude,
of it,
I am so pumped. I loved every single second of that demo. It's low key kind of like one of the most beautiful games I've ever like seen.
Dude,
like it's so
gorgeous.
Beautiful. Yeah,
I love this art style. I love it so much. It's like a better looking version of like Zelda Echoes of Wisdom.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why it looks better, but like just the lighting is so awesome in this game. And then like it kind of has that metaphor vibe a little bit where you can attack enemies before you actually get into battle.
Love
and
that.
That's awesome too.
Yep.
And then just the battles themselves, just classic turn-based.
Yeah, and like I don't know how because I've never really messed with like the battle tactics. But this one's really, really in depth. Like you can because there's like the mechanic of like after you either dish out so much damage or you take so much damage, like you get like the uh like
Oh, like you're like hyped up or whatever it's
yeah, the
called.
hyped up or whatever that you can use, and then for a couple turns you deal more damage. So you can like set it to auto battle, and just focus on just attacking, no using magic, and then also not using the hype mechanic because they will use that. So there's a lot of like details you can really
Yeah.
play around with the battle tactics. But yeah, man, whew, this is a day one, I don't think I've ever. I mean, Dragon Quest. I've got Dragon Quest 3, which I do need to play, but I've never really played a Dragon Quest game before. And yeah, I'm so down for this one. I cannot wait for it to come out next month.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's so good so far, and like, yeah, I haven't played that many Dragon Quest games. I played 3 to completion. I've played probably 10 to 15 hours of 11 and
Yeah,
just fell off of it. And then I've been playing through Dragon Quest 1 as part of the 1 and 2 collection.
yeah,
3 is kind of interesting because you have a party of characters, but you only control your main character, and the rest of them act independently, and you can kind of script
independently.
them like you can
Okay,
in 7. But yeah, they kind of act like
that's interesting.
completely independently by default. I think you can change it.
Because there
Uh,
are a couple of characters that you come across in this demo that will act independently. That you have no control over,
yeah,
but they're only like a temporary party member. But yeah, I don't know. I need more of this art style. Like I'm kind of done with the HD 2D. Like I feel like that's really kind of run its course for me personally. I know a lot of people love it, and it's a great looking art style. But um, this art style is man, it is
it's something else, dude.
gorgeous. Like just
Yeah.
like the moment you get to like I don't know if you've gotten to the ship or anything like that, but when you're on the water and oh my gosh, it looks incredible.
No, I haven't gotten to the ship. I'm still on the second island that you go to.
Okay, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm not like super far into it yet.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, I'm excited for this game. And as far as like the HD 2D art style that you talked about kind of being overplayed at this point, I kind of agree. Like there have just been so many HD 2D games and
yeah.
they all look great. And I'm excited for Adventures of Elliot as well. But I think after that one, I'll be ready to move on from this art style.
Yeah, I think so too. And like Adventures of Elliot looks really good as well. Do
And
we
that's
have a release date for that game?
no, it's just 2026.
I got a feeling like it's probably gonna come out in like April or May. Like I feel like it's gonna come out real soon.
It might be a direct
Yeah,
announcement.
yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I've ever played through an RPG demo and just instantly fell in love with it and like actually played it to completion like I did with this one. Like I played it all the way through and then like I hit like the 3.5 hour mark and I'm like, how long is this demo? Like is it's really a really meaty demo.
I mean, I
And
heard
then
the game is super meaty.
yeah,
Like,
and then I got to the point where it's like it's just kind of like a hard all right, demo's over. I'm like, no, please, I want to keep playing.
but you get to transfer your save, right?
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's okay. That's key. Yeah, I know this game's a key card, but I still might pick it up physically.
Yeah, you know what? I was very I had the mindset of going into this generation of like I'm just going all digital, and now like that I've started to collect some Switch 2 games. I'm like, man, I really like this art, this box, these
I
boxes,
like
and
the
I kind of want to,
spines.
yeah, I want to have it on in my collection. So,
Yeah,
um, but yeah, yeah, Dragon Quest 7 is
man.
incredible.
Can't believe
Cannot
we
wait.
almost forgot to talk about that one.
Yeah, yeah. So, um, yeah, I think that's I did play a little bit of Fortnite. The South Park got added to Fortnite, which
Yep.
is such not random, but like how like vulgar South Park is. But I guess
Yeah, it's
there's
weird
other stuff
collab
that's
with.
been
Yeah,
yeah. There's other stuff like Simpsons. Like that's kind of like a soft South Park, I would say. Um, and there's like other animes that are like pretty, pretty visceral. Like
vulgar.
I think they have like, don't they have Pulp Fiction characters in there? So like, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think anything is really off the table with the
at this
collabs
point,
anymore.
It's really just anything goes.
Yeah. So yeah, that was cool. I've been playing a little bit of that. Played a little bit with Kellen the other day, and had a good time. He called me trash, and he hasn't played with me since.
Did he call you washed?
No, like we were playing, and it was so he got downed in the circle, or like outside of the circle, so he was taking damage, and like there was two other players. It was a 2v1 at this point, so I couldn't save him. And then I ran off, and I tried to fight him, and I died. And then he got mad at me. He said, "Why didn't you res me?"
Why was he outside the circle?
I don't. Well, it was like coming in, and he got down, and then the circle came in, the storm, whatever. And I was like, I don't know. Like I couldn't have got you back up. He's like, well, if you get me back up, I have a little bit of like frame invincibility. I'm like, well, I don't know. I haven't played this game in months. I have no
I
idea.
don't know that. I'm not thinking about frame invincibility over here, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the dub.
So yeah. But yeah, that was fun. I don't know how much more I'll play. It's not. It's like there's like a little section out of it that's like Cartman Land. That's neat. It's not. I thought maybe it was gonna be a little bit more in depth with like The Simpsons, but where like completely changed the map.
Complete overhaul.
Yeah, that one was really cool. But yeah, that is all I've been playing.
Nice. Well, let's jump into the news. Got some things to talk about this week, which is fun.
Yeah, finally, stuff is starting to pick up again.
Yeah,
which usually pretty quiet this time of year. But yeah, we got new Joy-Con colors. Nick, this is the first new set of Joy-Cons that we've had since the Switch 2 launched, and they're pretty boring.
It's what I thought they were going to be, and I'm disappointed.
Yeah, they're not ugly necessarily, but like just with how, and I get it that they're not wanting to make these crazy colors yet because they're still producing or still making like the Switch 1 Joy-Con controller. So maybe once they stop making those, then they can kind of play around with more color schemes for the Switch 2. But this doesn't bother me necessarily, but I think people are a little bit more OCD. The fact that the Switch 2 has the blue and red rails like in there, and then you're putting in these other pastel colors, I feel like that could bother some people. Again, it's not gonna, and I'm not gonna pick them up because
you won't be able to see that when you put it on, so it doesn't matter.
No.
But yeah, it almost seems like they kind of back themselves into a corner with that color coordination that they didn't do with the Switch 1. I don't know. For $100 and only getting like a small pop of a different color, I don't really care enough to do that. And like, I wasn't a big Joy-Con collector during the Switch 1 era. I think I had the red and blue, I had the black ones or the gray ones, and then I had the ones with the Switch OLED. I think that's it. But
so you bought one pair?
Yeah, I bought one pair.
Yeah. So I was the same way. Got the OLED, got the original Switch, black, blue and red. Never got the gray ones. And then I think you gave me the green and pink ones for Christmas or my birthday or something.
Yeah.
And then I picked up the Zelda edition Joy-Cons.
Okay.
That was the only ones that I actually bought. So I mean, there's always times where I'm like, oh yeah, these pastel ones look really nice, but again, for $80 at the time, like, it
just doesn't seem.
And now they're $100.
Yeah. Now they're even more expensive, and they're less interesting to look at. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll consider it if they do like some sort of cool special edition ones, but even then, like, they're just so expensive.
Yeah, I think it's clear we're in. It almost feels like we're in the PS2 era with the Switch 2, where like everything we see is going to be iterative now, and nothing is going to be super, super exciting on the hardware side,
True. Yeah.
unless, they do something crazy like add in that second screen and add DS to the online membership.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. But otherwise, I feel like it's gonna be pretty vanilla in terms of,
Yeah.
like, any hardware changes or
Yeah. I
additions.
mean, I full on expect them to do some sort of second screen thing. I mean, the fact that Virtual Boy is coming out and it's either required to have the whole new Virtual Boy thing or use that cardboard thing in order to even use that aspect of NSO. I full on expect that at some point we'll get that cool second screen.
Yeah, and it'll be like $150, but
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, 150, $200. Yeah, it'll be
I'm
ridiculous.
I'm scared of any hardware prices
Yeah.
in this age that we're in right now.
Yeah, a whole second screen.
Probably, yeah,
At least
probably
at least
possibly.
149.99, something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe even more. Who knows? I don't.
Yeah, it's just
That's always gonna be the caveat. It's like, oh, we got a cool accessory, but
but
it's $1,000.
but it's not free.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I mean, I probably won't be picking this up. I'm sure
Nah.
you're in the same boat. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even like I said, even on the Switch One, like they were constantly coming out with cool colors. Same thing with Xbox, PlayStation. I think PlayStation they just announced some new like color schemes. So they're at this point, it's just like cool, like sure, like it's cool that they're out there and people want to get more control. Like I have three PS5 controllers right now, so like I'm good on that stuff.
Dang, nice.
And then I don't think we talked, or it's on our news here, but the leaked prices for the Steam machine came out, and it's like over 1,000. What? Personally, for me, I think it's dead. It's dead on arrival if they release
it's
that price point.
if it's over 1,000 or if it's 1,000 or above, right? Because there's 2 SKUs. Assuming the lower capacity SKU is around 1,000 and then 1,200 or something for the higher capacity SKU. I mean, what are you competing against?
I don't. You're competing against nobody but yourself, I guess, because like the people that are dedicated to Steam are just gonna play on their PC, and they can build like a pretty decent PC for that price, and then be able to upgrade it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I thought I really thought that and again, this is just leaked. We don't know for sure, but if they came in and they priced this thing at like $600 or $550 or something, clearly they're probably going to take a loss on it. But I mean, that's kind of what Valve does. Like the Steam Deck hasn't really sold that well in comparison to like the Switch and but they have such a hold on the PC market that they well make up for it in the sales on Steam. So like I really thought that they could take a pretty decent loss and then make up for it on the back end with Steam. Because a lot of people are like, especially like people are on Xbox, they're like, I don't, where's Xbox going in the future? They don't even seem like they know where they're going because of just everything going on. Like this is the time to like die, like for Valve to get into the console space and at these prices. Yeah, I just don't see that. I don't even see why they're even doing it, to be honest, if they're going to release it for that.
Right. Yeah. If they're not going to be competitive with current consoles on the market, because I mean that should be the play. Is like, hey, let's get the PlayStation players off of PS5 because those games are eventually all of the exclusives eventually come to PC. So let's get them on Steam Deck or not Steam Deck, but Steam Machine, and then Xbox. Like everything's already on PC anyways, so that's an easy transition. So I just don't know who they're trying to compete against right now. Whether they're competing against other PCs, other like pre-built PCs that are. If you're gonna buy a PC, you're gonna buy a PC.
Yeah,
you're not gonna buy a Steam machine instead.
No,
at least in my opinion. And people who have a PC currently and they're wanting to play on their TV or whatever, they can find a way to rig that up without.
Yeah, I mean there's like there's I think they already have like an application. I can't remember what it's called, but there's an application like big screen or big TV mode or something where you can. So there's already that stuff in like on there.
And then Steam Deck.
Yeah, you could dock it.
So
yeah, it's a little bit confusing if those are the actual prices. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But obviously tariffs and whatnot. So who actually knows? Like, is the Switch 2 going to have a price increase at some point? We just don't know. That stuff's
Right.
all up in the air. Xbox Developer Direct got announced. That has been, I think, since 2023 or 2022. They've always had one in January.
Yeah, I think since 2022.
So we know of 3 games. We know of Beast of Incarnation, the Game Freak game, and then Fable, and then Forza Horizon 6. So typically there's been 5 games in these developer directs, and one of them has always been a shadow drop.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the speculation on what could it possibly be. You would think like Gears, that would be like a front line, like that would be like a headliner for this type of thing. So I'm thinking Gears is probably not going to be here. Maybe this is going to be at like a Summer Game Fest kind of announcement, during that time, and then maybe a release later on this year. So I really don't know, maybe a lot of people are speculating maybe Fallout 3 gets shadow dropped here, to kind of go along with the show. I think New Vegas would make more sense, since the show takes place in New Vegas, but something maybe Fallout gets like shadow dropped here, and then I don't know what the 4th game would be, if there even is one.
Yeah, I have a feeling the secret 4th game, if there is one, would be like a third party game.
Yeah.
Maybe something like a Persona 6 announcement. It seems like Sega and Atlas and Xbox are at least have a good relationship with all the Persona games coming to Game Pass. So maybe something like that, like something more on the Japanese side.
That would be cool. Or you think like potentially Final Fantasy? Like, I don't think they would reveal the 3rd entry in the 7 remake trilogy.
Although that would be a good way to. Well, actually, is Rebirth on Xbox?
No, I don't think so.
But 7 remake is coming to Xbox, or it's already on there?
I'm not really sure.
That's a problem with Xbox.
I don't think it's on.
It might be coming January 22nd, same as Switch 2.
The 7 remake.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth is officially coming to Xbox Series S with rumors and reports pointing to a 2026 release. Okay.
Cool.
And it says the Final Fantasy Remake Integrate is already available on Xbox. So that got announced. Oh no, that's coming out this month. Okay, same with the Switch 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that could be kind of big. Like they announced Rebirth is coming at some point this year, and then maybe tease the whatever the next one's going to be called. I don't know.
Maybe something FromSoft.
Maybe OD. OD maybe.
Oh yeah, OD. I don't know. Maybe we're shooting too high. I mean,
I think we're shooting too high. I could see more. Yeah, I could see more something third, like a smaller third. I wouldn't say Square is necessarily small, but yeah, some like you said, like something from Atlas, like Persona 6 or something like that.
Yeah, because they did what not Trails in the Sky. Visions of Mana was one of the secret announcements.
Yeah,
Hi-Fi Rush. Did they have one last year? Did they have a secret?
It was Ninja Gaiden 2 Black that was announced, and
2 Black and 4, right?
Shadow Drop. Yeah, that Shadow Drop.
Yeah. I don't know if there will be a Shadow Drop.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the expectation they build, but yeah, I don't know.
Unless it's Fallout 3 remastered. I think that's the only thing like that in New Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's Fallout. Something Fallout.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited to see. Like I was sneaky. Now that Fable is in this thing, I went ahead and picked up Fable and Fantasy Critic.
God damn it.
Because like if it's here, like I Turn 10 said that, or in Playground Games did say that they're going to show off a lot. So I think we're going to get a pretty good look at like the actual gameplay, which is what we need. So I think this game is definitely coming out this year.
I think so.
If it's in this direct, so which is exciting. Like it's been, we've seen some pretty good trailers, funny trailers. It's about time for us to see this game.
I mean, it's been 6 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time
since they teased it, like back in 2020. Yep.
So
it's just nuts. Yeah. And then, Forza Horizon 6. Excited to see whatever that is. I mean, I loved Forza Horizon 5. Played the heck out of it for that.
Is it rumored to be taking place in Japan? Is that like the next destination?
They confirmed it.
It is confirmed. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that'll be crazy if they do like the season mechanic thing like they did in 4, like seeing all like the
cherry blossoms,
cherry blossom trees like that. Yeah, that's gonna look so incredible.
So cool.
Yeah, that's gonna look awesome. And then Beast of Incarnation. That's like that AAA looking game from Game Freak.
I don't know, man.
We will see. We will see. Can Game Freak deliver on something in general like that? I just don't feel like they really delivered since the Game Boy Advance days. I mean, it's been a long time for me. I know people love Pokemon, but
right,
with a high budget, and I assume they had plenty of time to develop this game. Like, can Game Freak do they have the chops to actually make something visually stunning?
They don't have a great track record outside of Pokemon making like
Little Town Hero was pretty
Little Town Hero,
extremely mediocre.
I think they made Pocket Jockey, which is like a DSi game or DSiWare game. That one's pretty good, but pretty basic.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Yeah. Is this a Souls-like?
I think it like the trailer maybe. I think it's more of like a 3D action, like character action kind of game more so than a Souls-like. But I mean, that'd be cool. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see.
I'm I guess excited to see more of Beast of Reincarnation just because it is Game Freak. Yeah. I keep forgetting that Game Freak is not owned by Nintendo and they have free will to do their own thing outside of Pokemon. I'm surprised they're deciding to do another game outside of
I don't know, maybe they had enough of a team to spin off and make this.
If this game comes out and is good to great, the next Pokemon better be just the best looking Pokemon game I've ever seen.
Well, it won't because they took all the people from Reincarnation.
Yeah, leave the B team for Pokemon.
Yeah,
move A team over to Beast of Reincarnation.
Yeah, I'm optimistic. I try to be with this type of stuff, but like you said, their track record has not been great, and we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's airing January 22nd. So exciting to get the first like presentation, direct, whatever you want to call it. They kind of kicked off the year. I'm sure Nintendo will be soon after that in their typical February direct. So we'll see about that. And then PlayStation, I don't know.
That'll be a fun day because Resident Evil, or not Resident Evil, Final Fantasy VII comes out today.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, and then last up we have here is Avowed. It got announced kind of out of nowhere, just randomly. Coming to PS5. It's getting on Xbox and PS5. It's getting like a anniversary update. There's like a new race. I think there's new missions and stuff like that. New Game Plus. And it's $50 for PlayStation, which is awesome. I think that's a good price for that game. Yeah. How much was Indiana Jones? Was that 70?
I think so.
Okay, that makes more sense because it was it's a licensed game. So
the joke that the joke that Xbox players are the beta testers for future PS5 releases is it's almost true. It's very funny, but very true.
If you're paying for the service, you get it for quote unquote free. So
yeah.
Avowed's a great game. Like I think it was both number 10 on our list for last year. So
Oh yeah, I
Very,
love
very,
that.
very, very fun. Elder Scrollsy type of game.
Yeah, if you're looking for a Skyrim that actually plays well
Yeah,
and is fun to play, then Avowed is a great game for that.
yeah, yeah. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. All right, Nick. Anything else?
Yeah, was there any other news this week that we missed?
I mean, there's always the rumors for Nintendo.
Oh yeah,
Zelda.
rumored 2D Metroid in 2027. Let's see what else. Arms 2 potentially coming out on the Switch 2. There's a rumored like fighting 3D fighting game or 3D punching game. People are speculating it's Arms 2.
Yeah.
Every Zelda rumor all the time.
All the time, just never.
Yeah, 3D
nonstop.
Zeldas, remakes. I don't know if there's any like specific rumors though. Outside of those.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, apparently Metroid Prime 4 topped the European eShop charts for December. So
Okay.
apparently did
I said, I think it at least sold 3 million. I don't know if it's going to break the record, but I think it sold because it was on the Switch 2 like one for a while, like top charts for a
at least 3
while.
weeks.
Yeah. So I think it sold pretty well. I think Nintendo's probably going to be pretty happy with the sales of that game.
I think we'll see 1.5 mil as of December 31st, and then it'll creep up to 3 eventually.
Yeah, I can see that. Here's what we were just talking about. I'll put it up on the screen so you can see it. But let's see. There we go. But the concept of like I mean, that looks really cool. Like I could see Nintendo doing something like that. And if they're gonna do it, it's gonna be something clean like this, where it's gonna cover the screen. Like that's pretty sick. Is it $200 sick? I don't know.
Hey, we'll see, man. I mean, if it could play 3DS games as well, I think it'd be worth it.
See, that would be sick. Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, that would be really cool. All right, well, I think that is going to wrap up the show. We appreciate everyone watching and listen. If you can review us on your favorite podcasting platform of choice, that would be greatly appreciated. If you ever want to message the show, just saying hi. We'd love to hear from you. Or you can ask any sort of questions about gaming and all that good stuff. So that'll be awesome. Not a lot other than Final Fantasy, not a lot coming out this month. I think this is a good time to catch up on the ever-ending backlog, which I've been kind of doing with the games I got over Christmas and stuff like that. Definitely going to start playing Kirby Air Riders this week, so I'll let you know how I feel.
Excited to hear your thoughts.
That. And this week I'm going to rearrange my office and get it back to where it was before, and I'm going to start streaming again. I want to start streaming some games.
Do you have a plan for the first game that you're going to stream?
I think I do, and I think going back to Metroid Prime 4 and how divisive that game was, some people even dare to say that it's the worst game since Metroid Other M. So I think I want to stream Metroid Other M for the first time, and first time playing it.
Do you have it on the Wii?
I do have it, yeah. I bought it like last year at some point. Just I was like, man, I kind of want to try it. So I want to see how bad that game actually is.
Are you able to stream the Wii?
I got the Wii U. I'll just put it on the Wii U.
Right, yeah, of course. Well, shit, I'm gonna tune into that stream because I'm excited.
I can't guarantee you that I'm gonna beat the game, but from what as much people were complaining, I guess not as bad as like Other M, because I think people like Metroid Prime 4, but like as far as like the talkiness goes, like I think they're comparing it to Other M, and I just want to see like get my own kind of perspective on it. So
yeah,
I'm excited about that.
I think they just mischaracterize Samus a lot. I think that's one of the main issues with Other M. It's like they like kind of lobotomize her a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've heard as well. Yeah, they went from that to which is it's not retro, but then and Metroid Prime 4, she's just blatantly ignoring everybody. Samus, I love you. Crickets. All right, guys.